Hi, this is Heather from Feral Fundraiser, and I just wanted to check in once in a while and kind of let everybody know how things are going with Feral Fundraiser and rescue in Cyprus and that sort of thing. Because things get so busy. So sometimes when you send us messages and I don't get back to you very quickly, it's because we're overwhelmed. We're doing more than one person should do, or two people, or three people. So there's just always a lot going on. There's always something changing with plans for the animals. There's just so much going on. And like right now we have Pepper and her 8 kittens. Two of her kittens went today to a cattery where we put Pepper a few days ago. And Pepper was put with 4 kittens that were dumped at the cattery. So now Pepper has her two of her kittens, Joshua and Chin Chin, and she has 4 kittens that aren't hers. But we were able to, and lucky to be able to get in the spot. It's like a condo, so they can go inside or they can go outside in the sun and get some fresh air and that kind of thing. It's enclosed. And it's very nice and relaxing there. You can hear like little waterfall stuff, and they play really nice, you know, relaxing music for the cats and stuff. So it's pretty cool. But we still have 6 kittens here in the bathroom, and I've got to get them out soon. It's a bit of a bone of contention in the home, and also I've got to have more time to do the online stuff and the regular stuff that I do for the colony cats here. And there's just not enough time to do that when I'm fostering, even though I love fostering and I love taming and that kind of thing. So hopefully we're going to find some foster homes for some of these kittens soon. I'm just, you know, running on empty a little bit. Sorry if I look like I've been hit by a train, but I'm pretty darn tired, and every day is like this for a rescuer. Every day is, you know, trying to work out something to save somebody's life, and, you know, sometimes it's a little kitten, and then what are you supposed to do? You know, it's so difficult, and we have to say no to so many people. I try to not just say no to people. I try to give them other resources, other people to contact, other ideas to do things. But just all of the private rescuers, all of the rescues here are just filled to the brim, overloaded, overworked. You have people who are just making themselves sick. So it's a really difficult situation in Cyprus for the animals. And what we really need here in Cyprus is a big spay and neuter program. We need to get going. We need people to support something like this for us, or get the government to put out recycling vouchers and that kind of thing, because we've got to start getting more animals spayed and neutered. Some people keep their dogs in cages here and never let them out. Other people let their dogs roam the neighborhood, and a lot of people don't get them spayed and neutered, so they're just running around making babies. We've had tons of puppies dumped everywhere. We've had kittens dumped everywhere, and we just really need help with education here in Cyprus about animal care and about spay and neuter. It's really #1, because we're just always chasing all these kittens and puppies, and then when we finally get a break from that, there's the hunting season, and that's when tons of hunting dogs are dumped everywhere. So there's just always something being dumped everywhere. You don't really get a break per se. The holidays don't matter. People decide to go on vacation, so they dump their animals on holidays. It's difficult, and it's not, you know, a lot of people say, oh, that's just how Cypriots are, or whatever. It's not just Cypriot people. There are a lot of people dumping their animals here. And, you know, and I have a lot of friends who are Cypriot who really do love animals and that sort of thing. So, you know, I'm encouraged by that. And I'm discouraged when I see people either from my country, America, or the UK, you know, they come here and then they leave their animals when they leave and don't leave any plan for them. I mean, I've seen 4 dogs that had been with their owner for 10 years and they were dumped at an old man's house. and the poor guy was left to deal with it. I've seen people drop off an animal at the cattery or the dog hotel, and then they never come back and get it. And this is an animal they've had for 5 or 6 years. So we can't just blame it on, you know, locals and that kind of thing. And we need to just really start getting things under control. There are less than 900,000 people on this island. And if I'm a little bit wrong, there's less than 1 million people on this island. They're not that many people. It's a small country. This should be able to get under control. And I'm tired and I'm exhausted. And like many other rescuers that I know, we came to live in Cyprus for a more relaxing way of life, for a slower way of life, slower pace. And instead, we've just ended up strangled because we have compassion for animals. And just everywhere I go, I see an issue with it. I mean, you'll see, you know, animals starving. You'll see animals in cages. You'll see animals that have been dumped and they're wandering around everywhere. It's everywhere. And then, you know, and then the tourists, they think it's so cute with the cats outside of the hotels. And a lot of the hotels just poison all the cats afterwards, you know. So something needs to be done. And, you know, keep in mind there are a lot of Cypriots doing rescue. So I'm just, you know, I used to be more upset about it being a Cypriot thing. But, you know, I met a really nice Cypriot guy in the lobby of Vet Mihalis today, an older guy with a lab, and he just loved this dog to death. And this dog comes in with his family and everything, and I just started thinking, you know what, it's not just a Cypriot thing, and it's a people thing, and we need to just really start getting things across to people that we won't take it anymore. I think the thing is when people just say it's a this thing or a that thing, then people just keep on doing it and no one does anything about it. So let's start getting people to do things about it. And, you know, I don't know where to start with that, but we really need help with spay and neuter here. So if you're on the island or you want to visit the island and do something charity-wise, we need spay and neuter. Lots of spay and neuter. It's the only thing that'll save their lives. And we just need help, and we need help with like educational posters, educational brochures in Greek and English, lots of things. There's so much that can be done, and I can't just internalize this anymore. So I'm going to start keeping track of this on our Feral Fundraiser page, and I will be putting something on my Feral Fundraiser YouTube channel. Just to kind of get across some of the issues we have going on here and what it's like. And, you know, a lot of people don't understand that we don't have an RSPCA or an SPCA or a Humane Society to go take animals to. We don't have that option. You either have a pound, which is an atrocious outdoor thing, where they'll just throw a lot of animals together, or you have nowhere. I mean, with cats, there's nowhere to take cats. There are a few sanctuaries, but they're always full. They always can't take more. So it's just really difficult, and it's hard. And, you know, tourists come, and they find an animal, and they want to help it. They find one in need, and then they start wasting their whole vacation trying to find resources. And they go on Facebook, and they're calling all of us. They call every single rescue, please can you help, please can you help. And you know, I try to help when I can, but we can't help everyone. So what we really need is some of these tourists to complain to the government, complain to people about this and say, listen, I didn't enjoy my time because it was so hard to find resources to help animals in need on the island when you find them, because they're everywhere. So we just need people to really step up and try to help, because we need help big time. Anyway, this is Heather from Feral Fundraiser Animal Helpers. You can find me on Facebook. It's Heather Labonte Eftimiou. And my project is Feral Fundraiser Animal Helpers. And we'll talk later about more. Anyway, if I look a bit unnatural, I'm kind of not used to doing this. But Hope you all have a great day, and I'm off to go try to